Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Transformers Timeline issue number 1, Dawn of Futures Past. Now, I do admit Dawn of Futures Past is one of those comics for Beast Wars fans, and one of those must-get ones. Now, originally I did do this review back in 2015, but I wanted to improve on it. So, the story is basically about what happened before the Beast Wars, and what happened before. You have Optimus and his team against Megatron's team. So let's get on the story. It starts off how, back on Cybertron, we have Tigatron, who was originally part of the Maximal Command cable, saying, "Do you have a visual? Not yet, Command." "Sensors confirm. Enemy location. We are in pursuit." So suddenly they end up getting blasted. Tigatron survives, but his teammate is badly damaged and says, "I'm fine, it's just a transmission clog. Go and get them." "Alright, take care, old friend. See you in 2 nanoseconds." And so we have Megatron saying, "Yes, at last, I hold my destiny in my hands. It is time for us to leave my Predacons." And yeah, you have Megatron, who was originally meant to be a kind of battle tank. And we have Dinobot saying, "Retreat now. When the battle has just begun, there is no honor in this cowardice. Never use that word in my presence, honor." So he only berates Dinobot for using honor, and points out that it's a fool's luck charm. So they mainly leave off quickly, and we're introduced to the original G1 Predacons, who are talking with 2 other Predacons saying, "Excellent work, everyone. Has played their part to this point. Everything is set in motion. At least the Decepticon dream will come to pass. Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, come in." Now, this actually does show that the same with Ravage, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw were actually reprogrammed as Predacons, and their designs are based from Energon Dive Bomb. They say, "Reporting, sir!" And they point out is that they have to ensure Megatron's troops have to get out in time, and also to say, "Do not let your presence be known. The Maximals already suspect the entrance of your former comrade." So they mainly take off on their ship, and you've got Megatron talking with one of them, and it turns out that Pterosaur was the one that named the Predacon ship, and Megatron's like, "For your sake, I hope so, and I see you have already given it a name." "Not my idea. Big Bat Run. Contest to name ship. Me think Buzzer brought a better name." Indeed. And so he sees it and looks pleased, saying, "Excellent. Yes." And so you see Tigatron going after the ship. So he commandeers a ship from Airazor, who was originally a Cybertronian pilot, and her design is literally based on Energon's slingshot. And so he mainly offers to give him a ride, and he's like, "Yes, ma'am." And you've got the Maximal Council, which I'm guessing is meant to be Ironhide, Silverbolt, and Snarl. And they point out is that they need a crew to stop Megatron, and they believe the Predacon Council are behind this somehow, but they decide to get Optimus Prime on his team, and you're introduced to Protoform X. Now, as you remember that in the Beast Wars cartoon Season 2, Optimus said that the Axon's original mission was to dump Protoform X. And you see Optimus talking with his team, and Rat Trap saying, "Booting up cold. We've been stuck in this space station for weeks. And now the boss mobile is telling us we gotta load even more stuff." And so Teal says that, "I'm sure Optimus has reasons to try and be a little more of a team player, huh?" And so you're introduced to Rhinox, as he was meant to be a kind of bulldozer, and that. And he basically talked with Rat Trap, and says that Optimus is just looking at the Protoform. And you can tell Optimus deeply regrets about this mission. and the damage Protoform X had done. You're also introduced to other protoforms, which I'm guessing is Silverbolt, Black Arachnia, and Transmutate. So you see them talking with the Predacons, which are meant to be Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, and they pretty much find the Axalon ship. So they point out is that they are going on a bit of a mission to try and stop a Predacon ship. And they point out, and again, transmission from the Maximal Council about the Decepticon ship and the Golden Disc. Now, if you have watched Beast Wars, this Golden Disc plays a key, crucial part. So, pretty much, they end up getting blasted. But just then, as the ship takes off, saying, "Wish us luck." Now, where have I heard that before? As a reference to Transformers the movie. So, Buzzsaw activates the cannon, saying, "Goodbye, Maximals." So they start firing at them, and they are pretty much in an underdog fight. A lot of damage is happening to their ship and trying to keep it stable, but then Airazor and Tigatron show up. They manage to do a little damage, but Tigatron ends up getting damaged, and they're like, "Impossible locked! It's the end for you, my friends!" So they end up firing their weaponry, and Laserbeak and Buzzsaw get blown up to smithereens, and Rat Trap's like, "Ha! How'd you like that? Taste of that, Preds?" And so Optimus finds out that Airazor and Tigatron have suffered badly damage, but Rhinox points out that he can do a spark transfer to one of the blank protoforms they have left, but it could cost them their memories. Now, if you remember, Airazor and Tigatron played a crucial part in Beast Wars, and this is a great way to show that they were originally helped the Maximals before. And you got Tarantulas talking with Megatron about the coordinates he's found, and says, "I do." So the teams are basically get ready, where Megatron sends them a transmission saying, "Greetings, Maximals. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Megatron, leader of the Predacons." Leader? So Optimus says that you are under arrest and that you are going to return the ship immediately. So they tell that Dinobot has something to say, and he says, "Firing." So in the end, they both ships end up going through the Transmetal Warp, and basically setting the events of Beast Wars. We're introduced to the future years later, after the whole Beast Wars, Beast Machine story, that they say, "Lost, the sparks of all those who knew its secrets are extinguished." So showing that Rat Trap, Cheetor, Black Arachnia, and Silverbolt are now gone. So the Predacons are going to take over after the failure of Megatron and the Predacon name, and they'll take over saying, then let it is time. The Maximals will again tremble before the might of Laserclaw and the Predacons." So yeah, this is basically the story. So we're introduced to the artworks of characters, and so on. So what I think of Dawn of Futures Past, it is definitely a pretty good comic. It feels like a lost episode script, and we see what they originally looked like, and their designs are borrowed from Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. I do admit it's a good find, so thumbs up. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.